welcome to another day of Vlogmas December daily, and we are going to be doing My Cousin Rachel. So My Cousin Rachel is the last book for subscriber pick for the year, and this book is a classic. My Cousin Rachel, Daphne du Maurier. This is my second book. I own 3 books. I own another book that I didn't read, which was Jamaica Inn, but I read Rebecca, loved it. So I was ready for this. Now what I didn't realize is how much I was gonna love this. This is so good. So good. So this is a story about this young man who is raised by his cousin. He's an orphan. His parents passed away, and his cousin raised him, and his cousin is much older than him, and his cousin went away, and during that time of when he went abroad, he married a woman named Rachel. And little is known about Rachel, little is known about the circumstance, but his cousin is reportedly got ill and died. So now this, there's like this mystery around this woman. What was her intention? Was there any foul play with his cousin passing away? Nevertheless, somehow things happened where she found her way to him. And so there's that eerie affection that's happening. There's that eerie suspense that's happening in this story. And how the author twists the story. First of all, she got my emotion all stirred up because I was so like not for it. I did not like how he was being in this. I just felt like he was just like, I really hate dumb characters. And I felt like, oh, this man gotta be stupid. Like, what? But there is it's really giving you that eerie how somebody can use their, I guess, charm and suck you in. And there's that idea of it is mental, a little mental in this, but also clever. The way it is ended, it is that kind of ending that I like in stories. That kind of ending that is a conversation piece. The conversation you can have with this ending, I just imagine reading this in a group setting and how amazing it would be. So because I want to talk about the ending, but I can't do it on here because most of y'all probably didn't read this. But read it. This is a library copy that I got, but please believe I will be owning my own copy. I do not like the current one. Of the copy I saw was the movie picture copy. I hate movies on covers, so I want to see if I can pick up maybe Barnes and Noble have it in their little like classic section or whatever. But this is definitely one of the books that I am going to own. I am utilizing the library. You guys have seen that. And if I love the book, I'll purchase it. This is a book that absolutely needs to be, no ifs and buts about it, in my collection. And just so you know, typically I own the classics I read. It's just a must. I love collecting classics. And it's even better, it's a classic that I love. Love this. And let me know. I think it's just me, but I love classic. I love women who comes off a certain way in classics, because the time period, it can be very vulnerable for women, and women can be portrayed in a certain way of at the mercy of men. But I love when they're portrayed in that clever, can be devious, can be a total bitch. I love classic with women like that. And that's probably why I like Rachel, because there's still a mysterious element to her, but there's also that slickness about her in this that I like, where she's not giving you much, but she's making you interpret how you want her to be. Daphne du Maurier, she did this. Now, what I'm going to add to this video, I'm going to watch the movie. So I looked it up. There's 2 movies, and I was torn. I'm still torn a little, but I'm going to go with the recent one. So there is a 1954 one. And when I looked at the trailer, I was like, oh yeah. The trailer just looks like really good. But I do know a lot of times with the older ones, they do chop it up a lot. And that one was an hour and 28 minutes. So I was like, yeah, they're going to chop it up. But either way, I think both of them are going to be not exactly like the book. But I'm okay if it's the acting is done really nice and the gist of the story is still kept intact. Then there's the 2017, and there is the actress. I think her name is also Rachel. I can't remember. I'll probably put it somewhere. And I just love how she looks because she's giving me Rachel. The look on her face, there's that elements of mystery on her face that I like. And I feel like she's like representing Rachel for real. She just have the look. So I think because of that, I'm going to go with the 2017 version of this book. And then I'm going to let you know how I feel. So this is going to be a book to movie adaptation. And I'm going to tell you right now, they better not mess this up like that. Because I think this is an amazing classic. And it's one of those classics that I really, really think you guys should read. Now, another thing I didn't say was the writing style. It is one of the easy classics to read. You're not going to struggle with this at all. The writing style is not, it doesn't come off vintage like that. It really comes off like a really easy classic to read. The storyline is easy to follow. You will not get confused or wondering what the heck is going on. I think it flows very nicely with the characters, with the extra folks, you know, his godfather. It's got the godfather's daughter in this. The servants are made in a house. People, you know, here and there. It flows where you will not get confused. So I think this is one of those classics that a lot of people will be able to read with no issue because the writing is actually very well done. This edition is very nice. I mean, I wish I could have this edition, but I just know this edition would probably be hard to find. I have no idea what. I don't know if this even had a jacket. It's a possibility it may not have a jacket. It might have came like this because of the name is on there like that. Because some of those older books, this is old. I mean, this is old. But I would love this edition. I would love this edition. And I wish I could find it. I mean, I would have to really hunt for this edition. But I just love this edition. But yeah, I love how it ended. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know why, but this is giving me, the ending is giving me, what's the other? I can't remember the book, but it's giving me that kind of satisfaction in a way. I can't even think of the book right now. And I know if you guys been watching me for a while, you probably know what book I'm talking about. but it's also a classic. Anyway, let's get into this movie, all right? All right. So far, I like the actors. And the acting. This part was not in the book. Him dripping the man like this and sounding like a lunatic. He's already coming off crazy. Definitely not this crazy in the book. This early. So we know they're gonna. This movie is gonna be over the top. I could tell already. But I'm here for it. On another note, whenever I watch movies that portray the classic, the food always look disgusting. Like disgusting. Like just look like uncooked, unseasoned. Just ew. I don't know. All I saw was bones. I was like, no.
Don't you understand? It was a joke about the Italian lessons. Well, it wasn't. He said something so terribly shameful about that.
So far, they sticking to the book with this part. That pearl. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh. All right, guys. This was one of the best Reasonable Doubt movie, because really the book is Reasonable Doubt. This is a book where did she or did she not? That's what this book is. And I think it depends on who you speak to, might have their own interpretation of the situation. However, I think in the book there's more a reason to believe that the person is a suspect because of certain clues that was given. Like, for instance, in the beginning of the book, I feel like there was the situation with the letter that was in that person's jacket that he had gave a jacket to. There was other letters. In the movie, I feel some of the letters and some of that thing was omitted, which made it feels like there's more reasonable doubt in the movie than I feel like in the book. So the ending, they added extra for sure, because the book has a very improv ending. Like, there's no extra, there's no nothing, and I can't really read it because it will be a giveaway, and so I'm not going to read it. So I don't think this is going to tell you nothing. So they used to hang men at 4 turnings in the old days. Not anymore though. So that's it. But that's not giving you nothing. But if I read prior to that, it would. So I can't really even give you that. I like that part is kept in the movie, but they added more. You know, they added the whole reasonable doubt thing. So I think if you've never read the book, but you watch the movie, I think you will really like the movie. I absolutely think most people would like this movie. If you've read the book and then watch the movie, it will be an okay movie in terms of the fact that they omitted certain important things in it. And it will feel very one-sided. I feel like you could have a whole conversation about this movie and the fact that whoever decided to make this in a movie had a very strong opinion against this way. But nevertheless, that reasonable doubt is kept. There is a part where the particular girl that was helping him dig up the room, that part made a comment that was not in the book. I kind of was like, because that situation is definitely a reasonable doubt in the book. There was no clarity on any of that. So I felt like that was like, this particular screenplay director wanted you to have that strong reasonable doubt for Rachel. That's just my opinion on that. I might be wrong. Let me know if you've read the book and watched this particular 2017 version. Let me know. And this Rachel, she played Rachel good, because her name is Rachel in real life, and she played the part really well. I thought Philip character was also a really good actor that played his role. I don't know the actor's name. I also felt like he did an amazing job as well of the emotion, and to like really play the part of the character in the book. I did feel like in the book he was much more subdued, much more naive and easygoing, and then he did escalate to the mental part, because you know there's like this underlying mental issue in the family stories that were told like in the beginning. But in this movie, it's like he came off that way early on, which I felt wasn't the case in the book. I did laugh at the whole screwing in the in the garden. I was like, what? Yeah, but like I said, I did think the movie was good. The movie was good for the amount of time that this movie was. This movie was an hour and 47 minutes. So for that much, for a nice, decent book classic, I think they did fairly well. They just omitted a bit too much, but I told you why they did that. The reasonable doubt they wanted to shift it a certain direction. And hey, so we're gonna end this here. This was fun. This was fun. This was fun. This was definitely a talking piece kind of movie and a talking piece book. I think unlike Silas Manor, it was just like sweet, or everything about it was sweet, versus this is very much a suspense. This is a true suspense book. This is a mystery. So for those of you who in March like to look for March Mystery Madness, you add this to the list. I think you will love this. It is one for sure. It might have snuck in my top 10 this year for sure. That's how much I am really a fan of this, and I want my own copy. So this is going back to the library, and I'm gonna get my own copy. All right. All right, guys, see you guys in the next one. And yeah, let me know if you've read this and if you've seen the movie and what your thoughts. Let's chat about it. All right, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.